How would you speak to how it is that he can speak to contemporary people today who might be shying away from religion, but nonetheless want a way of exploring this spiritual yearning that he has so tapped into? Like, do you need to believe in God to follow along with Rumi's wisdom?
I don't believe so, but I would like to say, I mean, first of all, God is a tricky thing, right? What does it even mean? It's like a three-letter placeholder for the unfathomable. So right? Can we believe in the unfathomable? Can we believe in something beyond our five senses that is moving through us, that wants life to live, that actually is a loving force? Like, can someone who doesn't believe in quote, the typical sense of God, and and honestly, this is what I mean when I say God, this kind of love force that wants life, that takes, as I always say, I end up often saying this, so pardon my repetitiveness, but you know, the trillions of cells that come together to make one complex being, as we are, such complicated beings. But all of that is a harmonious coming together that is astounding, because we're supposed entropy is the rule here, is chaos. We move towards chaos, and yet there's constantly these harmonious beings that are blipping out of of everywhere, out of the womb, out of the sea of souls, as he would say. So isn't that evidence of something that we can't really name? Can we call that love of life God? You know, I would call that I would partly define that as God, I love my father said, when I asked him what God is, he said, he put down his Sunday paper and he said, God is the force binding hydrogen and oxygen to make water. You
There's
know,
an answer.
so there you go, right? So can we just say this magnetic force that wants things to come together in sort of a life-giving, harmonious thing, is that God? So anyway, that's what I say to people who are listening who might not have a religion that they follow, or might not buy into this definition or that definition.